Here at Chris 6, we cover the stories that matter to you. Neighbors in the coastal bend have been complaining about a bad taste in the water, what the city is doing to make sure the water is safe. Plus, measles cases continue to multiply. We hear from local health officials on who is at risk and what you can do to avoid getting the measles. And now we're going to go ahead and take a live look right now from our SPID Skycam. Traffic appears to be flowing pretty smoothly, but you do see some flashing lights on the roadways. Be prepared, folks. We have meteorologist Stephanie Lauber with a look at your forecast and a closer look at the roadways this morning. It's Tuesday, April 8th. Your Chris 6 Sunrise starts now. Good morning, folks. Happy Tuesday and welcome to Chris 6 News Sunrise. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Michelle Hoffman. Brian Hoffman is off. We do have meteorologist Stephanie Lauber here with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We are twinning in purple here.
Yeah, I love it. So how are things looking on the roadways?
It's looking pretty good so far, especially considering yesterday at this time we were telling you about closures on SPID due to a crash. Thankfully, we don't have any kind of problems out there so far this morning, so hopefully we can keep it that way. But let's give you the wide view of what's going on outside. We'll show you the view from our traffic maps, just showing you that there is no trouble over 181 between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi. Coming on into downtown along 37, or maybe you're coming across 44. No real trouble to speak of. There's a little stop and go where 44 and NPID meet there. But coming across town, Ocean Drive, SPID, Saratoga, and the Crosstown are all looking good right now. Into the Bluff, the approach to NAS Corpus Christi is a smooth ride along NAS Drive. Speeds now around 20 miles per hour with a little bit of activity right up by the Sentry. This stretch of SPID looks good, as does the rest of the Bluff. And if you're making the way all the way out to 361, the JFK Causeway, Park Road 22, and the ride up Mustang Island is looking pretty good. So as you head out this morning, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. Stick around. I've got your weather on the 6s ahead.
Sounds good, Steph. Thank you so much. So the long-awaited Holly Road Train Trestle to Tourism Trail project is back on the City Council's agenda. In 2023, the city was awarded a $13 million grant to transform an old train trestle into a shared-use bike and walk path across the Oso Bay. It will connect Holly Road to Flower Bluff Drive. Council will vote on an ordinance that would approve a funding agreement between the city and TxDOT to cover the project cost. That funding agreement is for just over $11 million. Now, reports of bad smell and taste in the city's water has leaders reassuring neighbors that our water is safe. More than 40 neighbors have claimed their water tasted or smelled unusual, and we're told it may be because of a new blend of water sources flowing through the pipes, combined with increased rainfall. City crews have been dispatched to each service request location to conduct testing and confirm the water is up to TCEQ standards. Now, Chris 6 News is in the process of scheduling an interview with Corpus Christi Water Chief Operating Officer Drew Molly to dig deeper into what's causing the stink. A power outage on the O.N. Stevens water treatment plant on Saturday caused a temporary loss of pressure in the Cal Allen area. According to AEP Texas, the outage was caused by a bird's nest. A statement from the city says staff at the water treatment plant switched to a secondary line within minutes. The statement goes on to say that in compliance with TCEQ requirements, the city has been flushing water from fire hydrants in the Cal Allen area. Water sampling is also underway and will continue for several days. Now, 2 months ago, when Chris 6 first reported on the measles outbreak in West Texas, the number of confirmed cases was 49, and as of yesterday, the number is nearly 500, and the disease has claimed another life. Over the weekend, an 8-year-old girl in Lubbock passed away from the illness. A month prior, a 6-year-old girl also died in the same area. Both children were unvaccinated. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam met up with San Patricio County Health Authority Dr. James Mobley, who explained where the disease can thrive and who is most at risk.
The measles basically feeds on unvaccinated children and unvaccinated adults. And of course, if an adult catches measles, it's much more serious. So as long as we have an unvaccinated population out there, and we do have definitely pockets of that, there's the potential for that to spread.
According to the state health department, right now there are now 480 cases in the state of Texas alone, with cases now appearing in other states as well. Now, the best way to stay protected against measles is to get vaccinated. According to the CDC, the measles, mumps, and rubella, or MMR vaccine, is 93% effective against measles after 1 dose and 97% effective against measles after 2. Children should get 2 doses of the MMR vaccine, the first dose between 12 and 15 months of age, and the second around the age of 4. Older children or adults can also get vaccinated if they didn't get the vaccine as a child. However, people born before 1957 are likely to have been naturally infected, which means they already have immunity.
Hey there, good morning to you. We are looking at a pretty tranquil morning here across the coastal bend, and when we have chilly temperatures like this, boy, does that really help. So let's take a look at how things are doing in your neighborhood. The wide view shows not much for wind out there. A lot of that is offshore where you see that orange. We're looking at light and variable winds across the area, generally still coming from the north. But again, because the winds are light, they tend to take on a direction of their own. Either way, this afternoon, when those winds do pick up, it's going to be in a much friendlier way. Reduced wind speeds, and that direction will be a bit more from the Gulf, slowly adding to the humidity that we have in our atmosphere, which is really low right now. Dew points help us understand how much water's in the air around us, and when we're in the 30s and 40s, we're pretty dry, especially for a coastal region of Texas right by the water. So we are going to be seeing the benefits of drier air in that we'll see a big difference between this morning's cool temperatures and where we end up this afternoon with very warm high temperatures. But at the same time, for our inland neighborhoods that are going to be especially dry today, just be mindful. Fire safety top of mind. Don't throw any cigarette butts out the window. That's also littering. But again, while our fire danger isn't top of mind, it's still something we could do to keep in mind today. But temperatures, woo, that's still in the show today. We are chilly, more 50s on the map today, but yeah, it's still very cool out there. You will want a sweater heading out the door, one that you can leave at your desk this afternoon, because if you didn't have lunch outside yesterday, maybe the wind kind of discouraged you. You need to do it today. It's going to be gorgeous. We're starting off, for the most part, in those upper 40s, lower 50s. Here's how things are trending in the Kingsville neighborhood. Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network shows us that our temperatures are hanging out in those upper 40s. 47 off East County Road 2120, Southwest Kingsville. Neighborhood station reporting the same temperature, and 48 degrees off Bishop Badger Meadowbrook. So for our neighbors out there, you can also expect a nice warm up today as humidity stays low, winds stay low. We're going to have a very nice, comfortable feeling outside. So your Corpus Christi day planner looks like this. Another afternoon of uninterrupted sunshine that will carry us through nearly 8 p.m. So warm, sunny, and beautiful. Really doesn't get better than this, with temperatures topping out near 80 degrees. Now, over the next couple of days, our moisture will slowly return. Even then, though, it's not going to be a very humid situation for us heading into the weekend. So don't expect much for clouds, and definitely don't expect much for rainfall. Rain is going to be pretty much out of the question here over the next 7 days, unfortunately, but hopefully we can make up for lost time before we get to May, right? We need some of those spring flowers, and we need rain for that. But over the next 7 days, we'll enjoy the beautiful weather. Lots of sunshine as we head on into the weekend.
Thanks so much, Steph. So time is running out to make sure you have a real ID. Coming up after the break, we check in with Scripps News Group, Joe St. George, and find out why it might not be a good idea to wait until the last minute to get one. Hey, welcome back, folks, and good morning. It's now 6:12 this Tuesday morning. You're getting a live look from our Manicam. He's in your neighborhood at Shoreline Boulevard. Well, everything's looking pretty great right now, but folks, heads up, 50 degrees outside right now, so you might want to grab a light jacket or something to keep you warm. Of course, we will check in with meteorologist Stephanie Lauber to see how the rest of the day is shaping up. But first, some of your headlines. So in less than a month, you're going to need a real ID if you want to travel by plane or enter into any federal building. Scripps News Group Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins us live now. Good morning, Joe. So the deadline for the Real ID is May 7th. Can you explain where the Real ID law comes from and why some neighbors may not want to wait till the last minute to get one?
Well, you don't want to wait for the last minute because there may be a rush at the DMV. And in DMVs, right, when you go get your license, it can already be a tough experience. What do you need to know if you have a real ID or not? Just grab your license. Maybe it's sitting over there on the kitchen table or the kitchen counter. You can go do it right now while I'm continuing to talk. If it has a star at the top, that means you have a real ID. You don't need to worry about it. If you don't see a star, then you have some questions to ask and figure out ahead of this May 7th deadline. Now, we should be clear here. This deadline has been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. We're well past the boy who cried wolf territory on this one. The original deadline was 2008. This goes back to a 2005 law passed in the aftermath of 9/11 to increase the security of IDs, overall improve security at our country's airports. But despite this passing, 20 years ago now, and all of these delays, there are still a number of Americans who don't have a real ID and risk come May 8th, May 9th, May 10th, potentially showing up at an airport to fly, maybe visit a loved one, go on vacation, and really having everything ruined when the TSA agent tells you that your ID is unacceptable. So this is why we're telling you this morning, so that you can check and pay attention to where things are. Now, you may be saying, well, doesn't everybody have one of these by now? It's been 20 years. TSA figures from last week showed that about 80% of people passed through security checkpoints using a form of real ID or other forms of acceptable forms of identification. Remember, a passport works fine if you don't have a real ID. But think about that for a moment. 80% success, 20% failure. You're talking about a lot of people who could be heartbroken with an impacted vacation in the coming weeks, presuming that this deadline doesn't get pushed again. Again, it's been pushed and pushed and pushed, but the travel community seems to think that this deadline, early May, is going to stick, and that we're going to potentially have some disappointed travelers come May and June when they head to airports across Texas and around the country, guys.
Ooh, some good reminders there, Joe. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, good morning. Just about time for your weather on the 6s. So we're going to start things off with a look behind me along SPID where traffic is moving smoothly so far this morning, but you might want to bring a sweater with you before you head up and out the door. It is a chilly start here across the coastal bend again. Perhaps not quite as cool as we were on Monday morning, but yeah, just a few more 50s on the board. It's still cold. So we have upper 40s for most neighborhoods, but we do get as chilly as 44 degrees in Beeville, 47 in Alice, 50 in Kingsville, and the warmest spot so far, NAS Corpus Christi, coming in second at 57 degrees. Port A, the winner at 58. So night and variable winds. No visibility issues, hardly any clouds out there with clear skies. What are we walking into for this Taco Tuesday? Well, since our winds are light, it's not exactly obvious, but as we pick up the pace today, we're going to have a little bit more of an onshore wind direction, maybe even a sea breeze picking up this afternoon. But yeah, all it does is just help to increase a little bit more moisture to the forecast. It's going to be a very gradual hill that we climb going through the next couple of days, but we are so dry out there that we are not going to find any more clouds today than we did yesterday, and our rain chances certainly aren't even a subject to talk about right now. But heading into the afternoon, relative humidity gets down to about 20-25%. That's very dry, so while we're not overly concerned with fire danger or anything like that, it's a reminder that you should be careful about what activities you're doing outdoors. You don't want to set off any sparks, common ones, dragging chains behind the truck or throwing cigarette butts out the window, which is littering, by the way. There's a styrofoam filter in there. Don't do that. But winds will be friendly. Humidity will also be low. It's going to make for a beautiful afternoon with lots of sunshine and comfortable temperatures approaching 80 degrees this afternoon. So if yesterday was just a little too windy or a little too chilly for your liking, today's definitely the day to take your lunch outside, maybe take a walk at Cole Park, get up and at 'em, and take your furry friend with you too. Four-legged friends love to enjoy this weather as well. We're going to have that sunshine around until 7:52 tonight when the sun sets, which, yes, those are getting later and later. It's a little bit difficult for an early riser like us to go to sleep when we have that sun out so long, but very enjoyable otherwise as we head closer and closer to summer. Doesn't feel like summer, though. That humidity is going to be on a very slow increase to the end of the week, and it's not even going to get that muggy. So don't expect much for rain chances heading into the next 7 days. We're looking at a fairly dry forecast over the next 7 days. It's very unlikely that we're going to see any rainfall coming into the coastal bend well into next week, which is unfortunate because we could use some for sure. But it's perfect timing for the Hooks opening week of baseball here at Whataburger Field. So enjoy beautiful temperatures today, topping out at 80 degrees in Corpus Christi. Tomorrow we'll make it to the middle 80s, and those chilly mornings will start to get a bit more mild as we head into the later part of the week. The one addition will be some wind as we head into the weekend, but even then, I don't think much could work against this beautiful forecast.
Yeah, looks great. And you know, Steph just mentioned tonight is the home opener for our Corpus Christi Hooks. Still ahead on Chris 6 Sunrise, we introduce you to Luke Rodriguez, the first Hooks Kids reporter of the season.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Welcome back, folks. So scams are frequently targeting our veterans, current service members, their families, caregivers, and survivors. A new Federal Trade Commission report even shows vets have reported losing more money to these types of crimes in 2024. 167,000 cases of fraud were reported last year. The FTC estimates vets lost $419 million as a result. And that's why for this week's Veterans in Focus, we're arming you with the tools you need to protect yourself from becoming the next target. I spoke with the Texas Veterans Commission to give you some advice tonight at 6 o'clock.
Hey there, good morning. A beautiful view from the First Community Bank camera overlooking the aquarium, the Harbor Bridge, current and soon to be, where traffic is flowing smoothly. So let's take a wider view. Let's show you what's going on for those more inland neighborhoods taking that commute along 281 or 77. That's going to be no problem through Jim Wells County, across Clayburgh and Nueces County. But if you're taking Highway 59 across Live Oak or maybe B counties into the Goliad area, we're looking okay. The same for that ride along 77, continuing through San Patricio and Refugio counties toward Victoria Crossroads. So no holdups to tell you about on those major roadways. Coming in closer to home, the ride along 181 between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi is looking good, but the usual busyness is picking up on the Crosstown Expressway. No major slowdowns at this point, but yep, you better get up and at them to beat the folks who are already out there and dealing with some of those slowdowns. You can also take an alternate route, go across Staples and catch 37 and 181 through downtown. That's a look at your traffic report. As you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. We'll be right back with your weather on the 6s.
The measles outbreak in West Texas has grown, with no signs of slowing down. I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam, with the details for neighbors on how to not only combat the disease, but the false information around it as well.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Hey there, good morning. 6:26 your time right now, and this is the live view from the Manicam. Looking good as we head outside for the view along Shoreline Boulevard, where just a couple of cars heading up and at them. Beautiful view there by Gallery 41 and the Arts Center, and no haziness out there. It is a beautiful, clear morning, but I hope Manny is bundled up because it is a chilly start here across the coastal bend. We'll show you another view right now, this one along SPID behind me, and we are looking at a pretty smooth ride. More busy bees up and at 'em there, but yeah, thankfully we're not seeing any kind of major problems out on the roadway, so a good start to the morning. So how are those conditions looking? We're chilly. We've got a spring-like start to the day. We are going to see another nice rebound to these temperatures as we head through the afternoon. But yeah, you might want a sweater before you head up and out the door. Here's how it's looking in your neighborhood. 40s and 50s, but those 50s are mainly for coastal neighborhoods. Port Aransas, your temperature has dropped from 58 to now 57 degrees. You're matching the second place runner-up. NAS Corpus Christi also at 57 degrees right now. 50 at Kingsville, and we dropped that down to 47 in Alice. 44 degrees right now in Beeville. With light and variable winds, we will see those pick up a bit today, but very friendly wind conditions expected. Clear skies and no visibility issues. Must be a dry start to the morning, and that it is. So because our winds are light and variable right now, doesn't really give you a whole lot of foreshadowing as to what's going to come later today, but our winds will pick up a little bit. A friendly wind speed expected today. No disrespectful winds. It'll be more of an onshore wind direction, and that will bring us a very small increase in our humidity, something that is appreciated unvaccinated might make it more comfortable for the sinuses. If you're heading out and about, this dry weather can sometimes be a nuisance, but overall it is going to help us warm up today, so that is some good news. Our relative humidity will drop to around 20-25% later this afternoon, and look at the winds, very tame today. So even as they pick up with more of an onshore direction, it's going to be a very, very gradual increase in our winds overall. So that means it's going to be a beautiful day. If you weren't quite satisfied with Monday's forecast, maybe it was just a little too windy or just a little too chilly, today is going to be the sweet spot. Perfect weather. We'll get to around 80 degrees here in Corpus Christi, warm, sunny, and beautiful with uninterrupted sunshine, and sunset at 7:52 p.m. means we'll get to enjoy lots of it. But today is a very special day for baseball fans. Hooks home opener, first pitch at Whataburger Field, 75 degrees, plenty of sunshine and a gentle breeze. By the time you head home later tonight, you might want to bring the sweater with you because it is going to be a bit chilly. It's 65 degrees. Some folks would scoff at me saying that, but that's chilly for me, okay? So just want to let you know to bring the sweater. But bring your favorite Hooks swag. No matter what, it's going to be a very enjoyable time, at least as far as the weather has to say. Our humidity doesn't really rebound until the weekend. Even then, not very humid. So with an absence of enough water in the air, we're not going to see much for clouds, and we definitely don't have much hope for rain coming this week. Unfortunately, we could use some, but hopefully we'll see more coming toward the end of the month. The 7-day forecast, either way, it's going to be very, very pleasant out there. We'll get to the middle 80s for the second half of the week, but still relatively dry and comfortable with the warmer temperatures too. We'll just watch for a little bit of a windy weekend coming up, but overall a perfect forecast over the next 7 days.
This is your 6 Sports Report.
It's that time of year again for our Chris 6 News Hooks Kid Reporter. One 10-year-old got to sit down with Corpus Christi's newest manager, Ricky Rivetta.
Hi, my name is Luke Rodriguez, and I am the first Chris 6 News Kid Reporter. Where are you from?
I'm from Dorado, Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yep. Born and raised there.
How old were you when you first started baseball?
I started about, I think like 4 or 5, but when I was your age, I realized I wasn't as smart as you, so I stopped doing everything and tried to just focus on baseball because I wasn't very good at school. You should do the opposite.
Yes, sir. What's your favorite music?
Oof, that's tough. I like a lot of my Latin music, listen to a lot of salsa. In English, I like hip hop, I like R&B.
What are your favorite foods?
Here in the States, I would say steak, probably. I like a good steak. Like a good, chicken Alfredo pasta. And then anything my mom cooks. Home cooked meals are the best. You'll find out once you keep getting older.
Yes, sir. Why did you play baseball?
Well, I think it was instilled in me from my parents. You know, my parents were huge baseball fans, and my dad played baseball and stuff like that, so I love doing that stuff. And it just kind of, I was almost born in a baseball field, so I just kind of kept that going, and thank God that it's my calling card right now. I mean, it's what I do.
Would you say you like baseball more than the broadcasting, or would you say you like broadcasting more?
They both bring unique challenges, and they're both super fun. I liked broadcasting a lot. I went to college for it. I did broadcast baseball games in my college. I broadcasted basketball and volleyball games as well. But I think my true passion is, baseball and helping kids through the game of baseball.
What position are you in baseball?
Well, I'm a manager, but I used to play a little bit of everywhere. I finished my career as a pitcher, but I played a little bit everywhere, but I coach now, so just straight manager. You want to go meet some of the players?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let him interview some of the cool people here. Here's Trey as well. These are 2 of our pitchers. You got any questions for them?
What music do y'all like?
I like country music, especially since it's hot here. We spend our summers here. Country's always a good vibe, so I'd say country.
Yes, sir.
I'm more of a rap kind of guy. I do like country, though, in the summer, summertime.
My favorite is rock, and my favorite band is Upon a Running Body.
Real. I'm gonna have to check that out.
If you'd like to sign up to be a Chris 6 Hooks Kid Reporter, go to christv.com. I'm Larissa Liska, Chris 6 Sports.
All right, here is what's going on with our forecast today. We are looking on a very chilly start, so that's going to make for a smooth ride heading up and out the door as long as you've got that sweater ready to go. So we'll take the view from the CCAC camera out at Snoopy's, and for that ride along the JFK Causeway, just a few cars up and at 'em. So if you beat the crowd, you'll be good to go. Here's the view starting from 361, Park Road 22, and the JFK Causeway. No trouble to report all the way out to the bluff, where the approach to NAS Corpus Christi is still moving at about 30 miles per hour. The stretch of SPID looks good, as does the rest of the bluff along Waldron Road and Flower Bluff Drive. Now heading into town, no slowdowns. We are looking good here. Even that approach along the crosstown is looking better. Slowdowns immediately as you merge with that whole interchange to 37. And if you're going to be heading up and over the the Harbor Bridge between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi, you're looking at a pretty smooth ride there. So as you head out this morning, don't forget the sweater. Make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. We'll be right back with another check of your forecast ahead.
It smells weird and tastes even worse. Some neighbors across the city are plugging their noses before filling up a glass of tap water. I'm Alexis Scott, your Bay Area neighborhood news reporter, finding out what's flowing through your tap and what the city says is behind that strange odor.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hi, Chris 6 Sunrise team. We're Coffee Waves in Port A, and we're here in the neighborhood. And we want to wish our neighbors across the coastal bend a great day.
Hey, we hope you guys also have a great day. Those were our neighbors at Coffee Waves in Port Aransas. Go and check them out and start your day with a cup of coffee with them. Folks, if you want to send us your shout out video too, you can scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, christv.com.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Let's start that 20 minutes of non-stop news with a beautiful look from our Manny Cam. He's live in your neighborhood on Shoreline Boulevard. Just take that in, folks. Our sunrises are coming back to sunrise, and we love to see it. Thank you so much for that view, Manny. 48 degrees outside for him right now, though, folks. We will check in with meteorologist Stephanie Lauber in just a bit to see how our full forecast is shaping up. But first, news from your neighborhood.
When you turn on the tap, you expect fresh, clean water, not something that smells like a swimming pool or tastes like sulfur. But that's exactly what neighbors across the city say they've been experiencing for days. I'm Alexis Scott, your Bay Area neighborhood news reporter, asking the city, what's causing the stink? City staff with the Corpus Christi Water Department say they've received more than 40 reports of residents claiming their water tasted funny or smelled weird. We're told the cause behind it may be a new blend of water sources flowing through the pipes, combined with an increased rainfall. As a result, city crews have been dispatched to each service request location to conduct testing and confirm the water is up to TCEQ standards. Chris 6 News is in the process of scheduling an interview with Corpus Christi Water Chief Operating Officer Drew Molly to dig deeper. For now, head to christv.com to learn more about what city leaders say is causing the stink. City leaders reassure residents they can still use the water in their homes. But if you smell a foul odor, you're urged to call 311. In the Bay Area, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Alexis Scott, Chris 6 News.
Alexis, thank you so much. There's a deadline approaching for those who oppose to a green ammonia plant that would be built in the Robstown and Calallen area. The TCEQ's executive director has stated previously that the proposed plant meets all legal guidelines, but that hasn't satisfied some neighbors' concerns. Some opposed to the plant say there are still many who haven't been able to voice their opposition to the plant, and they say they had less than a month to gather those members of the community.
Lots of community members here are elderly or just don't have access to computers, and that's impossible for them to do. People have seen this for the first time yesterday because we brought it to their attention. They didn't even know it existed.
Now, some of the main concerns by those who are opposed to the plant include potential health impact, the large amount of water the plant would use, and a possible negative impact on property values.
Hey there, beautiful pink golden hour starting to set up here while we take the view in over SPID. Plenty of busy bees up and at 'em, and while you might want a sweater this morning, you won't need it this afternoon. We'll talk about that coming up in your forecast, but right now we're getting a check on the roadways where if we head out to 181, the Harbor Bridge is looking like a smooth ride. We see some slowdowns on 37 where we have that interchange with the crosstown. Nothing major. It did get a little busy about 15 minutes ago, but we're looking a lot better now. An alternate would be go down Staples and cut to 37 or 181 through downtown. But again, we're looking pretty good. Ocean Drive, the scenic view looking good. SPID, as we just showed you, Saratoga and the crosstown, all an easy ride so far. All around the bluff, the commute to NAS Corpus Christi is an easy one as well. 30 miles per hour for that speed. And if you're traveling along Waldron Road or Flower Bluff Drive, you won't find any major problems there. It's also a smooth ride out along the JFK Causeway, Park Road 22 and up 361. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. I've got your forecast ahead.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
In the 6 things you need to know, the long-awaited Holly Road Train Trestle to Tourism Trail project is back on the City Council's agenda. In 2023, the city was awarded a $13 million grant to transform an old train trestle into a shared-use bike and walk path across the Oso Bay. It will connect Holly Road to Flower Bluff Drive, and Council will vote on an ordinance today that would approve a funding agreement between the city and TxDOT to cover the project cost. That funding agreement is for just over $11 million. Now, Council will also vote on a plan for a large housing development near Memory Gardens Memorial Park and the Corpus Christi International Airport. The reserves at Oso Creek would be located at FM Road 665 and FM 763. The 255 acres will include 929 residential lots and 10 acres of commercial pads. It would include 4 parks equipped with modern playgrounds, family-friendly splash pads, and miles of scenic walking trails. It would take 8 years to complete the 4 phases. Now, the Corpus Christi Police Department will be going before City Council today to present a review of crime data from 2017 to now. The crime data review was requested by Council member Carolyn Vaughn with a focus on family-related and gun-related crimes. The presentation offers an overview of all reported crimes in Corpus Christi. Neighborhood News reporter Alexis Scott will have the full report for you this afternoon. The City of Corpus Christi will be hosting their Litter Critter Free Cleanup event this weekend. It will take place Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at West Oso High School. Items that are accepted are brush, bulky items, household trash, tires, and metal items. And of course, items that are not accepted are household hazardous waste and concrete. Commercial hauling is not allowed. For more information, visit cctexas.com. The world-famous Budweiser Clydesdale will be paying a visit to the Coastal Bend for this year's Buck Days. 8 of the ginormous Clydesdale horses will be stabled at La Palmera from April 22nd to April 27th. You can also catch them during the Bud Light Night Parade at Whataburger Field on the 25th. For their complete scheduled visit, you can visit our website, christv.com. Now, in honor of their 20th anniversary, the Corpus Christi Hooks have a new mural. Local artist Jeremy Flores started the project last week and finished it in 7 days. It showcases Jose Altuve and the Hooks' new logo. The wall highlights the Whataburger Field entrance, Sammy the Seagull, Rusty the Hook, and both bridges. The Hooks face the San Antonio Missions tonight. First pitch is at 6:35.
And did you notice that view along the mural is from our Wata Skycam? Right now, the camera is facing downtown, so we could see that beautiful pink glow in the sky. It is a gorgeous start to the morning here. So as we get up and at 'em, here's what you can expect heading up and out the door. We've got temperatures that are feeling very chilly so far this morning. We're in the 40s and 50s, but we have more 50s than we did on Monday morning. So, hey, a little bit of a silver lining as you get ready to start today. But you won't need the sweater this afternoon because if you were just a little too cool or just a little too windy yesterday, that won't be a problem today. But yeah, you want the sweater as you head up and out the door. Have a wide view of what to expect for the start of your Tuesday. Chilly, clear skies, no visibility issues. Overall, a very, very nice Tuesday morning. But your Corpus Christi day planner shows we've got uninterrupted sunshine today. Will be warm, sunny, and beautiful as temperatures rise through the 50s, 60s, 70s, eventually topping out right around 80 degrees. That would be par for this time of year for us, and we'll have plenty of sunshine. We're just starting to see that pink glow in the sky. Sunrise officially at 7:12 this morning, and we'll say goodnight to the sun right around 7:52 p.m. So as we gain 45 minutes of daylight this month alone, you'll be noticing those sunrises becoming earlier and sunsets becoming later. But what if you're heading to the Hooks home opener today? Yep, go check out that mural, get some new swag with their new logo, and let us know what you think of the game. First pitch is at 6:35 p.m. Plenty of sunshine. It's still going to be great outside. 75 degrees with a light wind. However, bring the sweater with you because for the ride home, once that sun goes down, we are going to cool off. And this is chilly for me. 65 degrees by the time the game's wrapping up. Light winds around 5 miles per hour. You have been warned. But we'll have a couple more fresh mornings as our temperatures kind of stay along the same pace. We're keeping this pattern around because we don't have much for humidity until Friday into the weekend. And even that, not very humid. So there's not really going to be enough water in the air to give us clouds. Really very little hope for rainfall in the 7-day forecast. In fact, it is pretty unlikely at this point. So hopefully as we get toward the end of the month and head toward May, we can get a little more rain in the forecast. We usually pick up around 2 inches for the month of April, and we have not made very good gains on that. But at least until then, we've got low humidity. We can enjoy beautiful weather on the way. So today in Corpus Christi, topping out around 80 degrees. Another chilly start tomorrow at 54 degrees for Wednesday morning. Topping out in the middle 80s, though, and we'll keep it that way with even a few 60s on the map for the morning temperatures here. And for our neighbors in Rockport and Kingsville, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We are going to keep things feeling fresh closer to the coast, near 80 degrees all week long. And for our neighbors in Kingsville, a run at 90 degrees tomorrow. You'll notice the winds picking up as we head on into the weekend.
When I last reported on the measles outbreak in West Texas, the number of cases was 49. Now, less than 2 months later, 2 children have died from the disease, and the number of cases is nearly 500. I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam, sitting down with health experts on what we know so far.
What began in a small part of West Texas has quickly grown to a statewide outbreak, and one that has since spread to neighboring states and still has no end in sight.
More measles cases in the first 3 months than we had all of last year in Texas.
The measles claiming a second life. An 8-year-old girl in Lubbock, Texas, dying less than 2 months after the first reported death of a 6-year-old girl, both of whom were not vaccinated against the disease.
The measles basically feeds on unvaccinated children and unvaccinated adults. And of course, if an adult catches measles, it's much more serious.
On the heels of the third measles-related death this year, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. attending the funeral for the latest victim and going on the record that the MMR vaccine, to which he has been a vocal critic of in the past, was the most effective way to prevent the spread.
As long as we have an unvaccinated population out there, and we do have definitely pockets of that, there's the potential for that to spread.
But some health experts expressed concern over other comments made by Kennedy in recent weeks, one related to products containing vitamin A. The health secretary writing that vitamin A could dramatically reduce measles mortality. Health experts like Dr. James Mobley say, however, it can't prevent infection and could lead to its own series of health risks.
When a child has measles, to give 2 doses of vitamin A, and it needs to be in the appropriate dose because you can also have vitamin A toxicity, headaches and vomiting and nausea.
And while the Coastal Bend has yet to see any measles cases, Mobley warns that the disease isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And with the summer tourism on the way, those at risk should be on alert.
Is a very high risk potential for cases appearing here.
A person can spread measles 4 days before they develop the rash. So they can have spread measles long before they know they were sick and 4 days after the rash.
When asked what is the best way for neighbors to stay informed during this ongoing outbreak, Dr. Mobley tells me that the Center for Disease Control remains the best source. Reporting from the San Patricio County Department of Public Health, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam, Chris 6 News.
Adam, thank you. And yeah, the best way to stay protected against measles is to get vaccinated. According to the CDC, the measles, mumps, and rubella or MMR vaccine is 93% effective against measles after 1 dose and 97% effective against measles after 2. Children should get 2 doses of the MMR vaccine, the first dose between 12 and 15 months of age, and the second around the age of 4. Older children or adults can also get vaccinated, but if they didn't get the vaccine as a child, but people who are born before 1957 are likely to have been naturally infected, which means they already have immunity. Now, in Port Aransas, 3 educators received scholarships funded by Texas SandFest. The goal is to continue their education with certifications and master's degrees. Neighborhood News reporter Erin Hawley spoke to one of these recipients about what getting this new award means to her.
So it's definitely alleviated some of that financial burden. We love what we do, but we definitely don't have the biggest salaries, so it's been really nice to just be able to focus on the program and the assignments.
Port Aransas ISD Superintendent Dr. Sharon McKinney said she plans to make this an annual scholarship for educators. Now here's a look at what's trending. Tom Cruise is back as Ethan Hunt. Paramount Pictures released the full trailer for the upcoming film Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's the 8th film in the franchise, and just like in previous Mission Impossible films, Cruise is once again performing death-defying stunts, including dangling from a plane. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning opens in theaters on May 23rd. Looks pretty cool. I have to rewatch all of the movies, though, to remember.
If I can. This has been going on. I think Mission Impossible came out when in the 90s? Sometimes early 90s. So this saga has been going on for my lifetime. I think I'm over it. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Boo.
That's okay. Everybody has their preferences. But
Now,
speaking of preferences.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got some nice weather ahead.
Yeah.
So you don't want to spend it inside watching movies. You want to get out, enjoy them. It's going to be a nice night. I don't know. I'm a little jelly for those who are going to be able to stay up late by our standards and go to Whataburger Field today, because it is going to be phenomenal out there. In fact, we have a really nice sunrise setting up from our Wata Skycam camera. And yeah, just spectacular. Golden hour taking place here, and traffic moving smoothly along 181. Could it get any better than this? Okay, could be a little warmer, but beggars can't be choosers. A beautiful view from the CCAC camera out at Snoopy's as well. It's funny how the JFK Causeway always seems to kind of partition the gold from the blues in the sky, but a beautiful start. And if you're enjoying all the sunshine, yes, we can finally show you golden hour on Chris 6 sunrise. Imagine that. Daylight saving time threw that off for a little bit, but we're starting to see that sunrise get earlier and sunset later. We're gaining 45 minutes of daylight this month. So we'll officially have sunrise in about, say, 18 minutes or so, and then sunset tonight, 7:52 p.m. So overall, should be a very, very nice day. It's dry out there still. We've got 30s and 40s on our dew point temperature map. Dew points, that kind of just tell us how much water's sitting in the air around us, and that's important because when it's very humid, as we saw last week, it can make it feel very oppressive and uncomfortable outside. And we're feeling pretty good out there now, but because we're so dry for those inland neighborhoods, and we will be throughout today, we're not overly concerned about fire danger. Just keep in mind any activities you do outside, you want to make sure you're not doing anything that could potentially set off a spark. We just want to make sure we're not ruining the good time outside, which is going to be the blessing of comfortable conditions and plenty of sunshine. So our temperatures aren't very different than they were yesterday, just a smidge warmer. So if yesterday afternoon was too chilly or too windy for you, don't worry, we have a really nice forecast setting up. Perhaps the best day of the week. We'll hit 80 degrees here in Corpus Christi, and it's going to be warm, sunny, and beautiful with uninterrupted sunshine throughout today. Really nothing to complain about in the forecast other than, sure, we could use some rain, but this is also nice if we're not going to have it. If you're heading out to Whataburger Field tonight, as I mentioned, I'm a little jelly. This is past bedtime for us, but first pitch at 6:35 is going to be a nice one today. 75 degrees, plenty of sunshine, light winds, very comfortable. However, for the ride home, you've been warned, take a sweater with you because after that sun sets, it is going to be chilly, 65 degrees. Again, gentle breeze out there and clear skies. So as humidity slowly comes back to the forecast over the next couple of days, it's not going to be very muggy as we head into the weekend. So there isn't going to be a whole lot of water in the air around us. Don't expect much for clouds. Don't expect much for rain. We've got pretty much no rain chances over the next 7 days, and while we need it, hopefully we'll make up for it as we get toward the end of the week, or end of the month, I should say. Over the next 7 days, however, we'll enjoy the dry weather either way. It's going to feel great out there because of the lower humidity, beautiful temperatures. We're talking about par today. Usually on a day like today, we top out around 81 degrees here, and we're going to hit 80 in Corpus Christi. So right on the mark. 85 for tomorrow, 86 Thursday, but even as we get warmer, I still think it's going to be very warm, very enjoyable, and overall, a great day.
I like it. I like seeing all the sun just across the board, huh?
Exactly. And I'm so excited that baseball is back and the Hooks are here because we're going to have to take advantage of some of those weekend games.
Oh, yeah.
Something that's a little more within our sleep schedule.
Oh, yeah, you know it. We're going to be spending a lot of time in the sun, so I love it.
Exactly. Very nice.
Thank you so much, Steph. And folks, thank you so much for joining us during Chris 6 Sunrise. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you tune in later this afternoon for more news from your neighborhood, and we'll see you then.
Bye.